this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead and welcome to Fabric Friday. I showed you the other week the denim quilt that I'd made for our trailer tent, and people mentioned about the mosaic blocks, so I did a video over a space of a few days and put it together because I don't think I explained it too well, but that's showing how I made the mosaic blocks. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to put them together with some denim blocks, and I've made these smaller, whereas for our quilt they were 10-inch squares. These are 6-inch squares, and I'm going to put them together with sashing and make like a little pillow mat for Mason in the trailer tent. So I've got my pieces here, and it's just a matter of laying them out where you want them. I think I like that layout. So with the trailer tent quilt, I did 2.5, I think they were 2.5-inch strips. These I've done as 2-inch. So I just cut a piece of black at 2-inch, and I'm going to attach one to each side, but I prefer chain piecing, and I've done a lot of that with mosaic blocks anyway. I'm going to chain piece these together and make the equivalent of a flag or banners or flags, whatever you want. Now I could change to my patchwork foot, which gives me a good 1/4 inch. Sorry about this squeaky chair. I could change the foot to my patchwork foot to give me a good 1/4 inch, but I'm not going to bother. Just drop my needle, hold your tails and start. This will give me slightly more than a 1/4 inch, which I suppose is better because a dog will scratch at it more. So when I've got to the end of that one, I'll put another piece under. Now you don't want to sash every single one of them because it's the inside bits that you're sashing at the moment. Oh, that's the first row anyway. So I'll do the second row now. You can cut these to the size of your blocks, but it means I'm individually doing it, chain piecing it, so I prefer to do it this way, especially on this scrappy one. Well, let's see if it goes all right. I think I've possibly got the wrong needle in for this. Alright, I'm going to finish these off on camera. Finish these off camera because, and I have a good look at my machine. I sorted the machine, rethreaded it, or cleaned it, took the needle out, took everything apart, cleaned it, rethreaded it all, changed the needle, and it now seems to be working fine for the moment. So I've attached strips to each one and made them into rows. That's 3 rows. So my black one I can now attach to, let's attach it to the top row, well, bottom row where you're looking from, and it's just a simple matter. Using these little scraps of material means that you don't waste loads of cotton. So that's started. Make sure it's level now. I can actually go a faster speed having my sewing machine on here, because the surface it's on here is a bit springy and it shakes too much, but on this it doesn't. Sometimes you will have that problem with the mosaic blocks. There's just a lot of material there. Yeah, it did it with a little help and persuasion. I'll cut this off. And I'll just take it to the iron and press it back, and that's that row done. We want to add this row to it, but obviously we want them to be level as we can. But for the dog bed I don't think it matters that much. But it's good practice for you, and it's difficult to feel the seam because of that, but we're going to go for it anyway. That's 2 rows done. I think I had it that way. Right, what I used to do when I got to this stage is I'd put another strip on the large one, but the way that I'm doing it now is I put the strip on the smaller one, on the single row. So all my other rows I don't do until I've done the smaller row. So I'll do that and then show you what I mean. Give you a rough idea anyway. sorry about that, my SD card got full. So I just finished them off, and actually they do match up fairly well. And that's going to be it. I'm going to put some quilting and a back to it, and shall I bind it or not? I'll have a think about that. But that's how it is at the moment. Possibly will video the footage, I possibly will video the finishing of it.